Brandy from Brandy's Book World, and I'm back with another book haul because I just can't stop. But this time it's a little different. This is actually a book haul that I got basically for free. I did pay for a couple of the books that you're gonna see. The book haul that you're going to see today is actually from donated money last summer, in the summer of 2019, that was given to Texas teachers and then also, I believe, to Houston. FirstBook is a really great organization that helps teachers get books for their classrooms, and so you're going to see the books. I did get multiples, but that is for my Project Lit book club that I do have at my school. It's a wonderful organization as well that I'll link below in case you want to check them out too. Why waste any more time? Let me show you what I got. I went ahead and got 2 copies of The Crossover. This is a book told in verse by Kwame Alexander. You can see it has won, as you can see, it has won many awards, and it's just a really beautiful story. So this tells the story of Josh Bell. He's a twin. He loves to play basketball, and also his dad was a professional basketball player. There are a couple of books in the series. There's also a follow-up called Rebound where we get to know the dad as well. But this book has so many awards. Like this whole paragraph right here are just the awards that this book has won. We're actually reading this right now during our book club, and I just know the kids are gonna love it. I love it. I did give it 5 stars because it is very emotional at the end, and just the inner struggle that Josh is going through, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful book. Also got 3 copies of Towers Falling by Jewel Parker Rhodes. I'm really excited to read this closer to September when we get back into school. At that time, because in Towers Falling, the main character is Deja, and Deja's father was at the Twin Towers when they did fall on 9/11, and he's going through a lot of emotional issues about that, and so he no longer works anymore, and so they stay at shelters, and it does tie into poverty. It addresses mental health. It addresses even some bullying and some Islamophobia. One of the friends that she makes in Towers Falling is Muslim, and so Sabine is her name. And so it just touches on so many different things that I think our kids need to hear. I know that now we're teaching children who were not alive during that time, but so many of us were, and it's such an important story, and so much continued fallout in today as well, and issues that we deal with. So this is an amazing book. I can't wait to share it with my readers. Now, a book that I got for myself with some of the extra, I paid a little extra. These books, many of them were free with a $25 coupon and then a free $50 coupon in the next lot that I'm going to show you. But this one I did get for myself. It's called The Benefits of Being an Octopus. It says some people can do their homework. Some people get to have crushes on boys. Some people have other things they've got to do. 7th grader Zoe has her hands full as she takes care of her much younger siblings after school every day while her mom works her shift at the pizza parlor. Not that her mom seems to appreciate it. At least there's Lenny, her mom's boyfriend. They all get to live in his nice clean trailer. At school, Zoe tries to stay under the radar. Her only friend, Fuchsia, has her own issues, and since they're in an entirely different world than the rich kids, it's best if no one notices them. So there's more in that as well if you want to read on Goodreads or any of that. I've heard amazing things on Twitter. Almost every teacher who's connected to the Project Lit Book Club has loved this book, so I'm excited to read it as well. It looks like it's only about 250 pages, so hopefully a shorter read, but obviously one that looks like it packs a punch. So that's what I got with my $25 credit with FirstBook. So let me show you what I got with the $50 credit. I got 5 copies, hardcover copies of Mercy Suarez, Changes Gears. This is by Meg Medina and did win the Newbery Medal, so I have one that has a sticker. I got to meet Meg Medina at the San Antonio Book Festival this time last year. However, it did not have the sticker yet, so I may have to snatch one of these Newbery stickers off. However, this is a really great tale. I've heard her talk about her writing process, Miss Medina, and it just sounds really great, especially like with the sibling issues that they have, because I always fought with my sibling growing up. It says 6th grader Mercy Suarez doesn't have a big house or take fancy vacations like the other kids at Seaward Pines Academy. She's a scholarship student who lives with her extended family in 3 little houses they call Las Casitas. But everything feels different this year, and not just at school, where Queen Bee Edna Santos has set her sights on Mercy's school-assigned sunshine buddy, Michael Clark. At home, Mercy's beloved grandfather, Lolo, has been acting strangely, falling from his bike, calling people by the wrong names, and getting angry over nothing. Mercy's worried about Lolo, but no one in her family will tell her what's going on. There's a couple more paragraphs if you want to pick up the rest of the blurb as well, but it just sounds like a lot of great family ties, some ties into the Latinx culture or family, which so many of my students do identify with, which I love. I do believe that she writes about South Florida in here, of her own community growing up, and one of her panels was talking about how important that is, that children are writing about their own communities. You kind of get to memorialize them in writing. So I have not yet read this book. It is on my TBR, and I can't wait to read it. So many books to read. But yeah, I'm excited. This book got so much attention, and then of course winning the Newbery. Hello. The book that I got with this order, kind of to purchase on my own, was Tiffany D. Jackson's Let Me Hear a Rhyme. Again, she's a fabulous, diverse, disrupt text kind of author. She's also been really supportive of the Project Lit Book Club that I follow and try to be a part of. In this book, it says it's Brooklyn, 1998. Biggie Smalls was right. Things done changed, but that doesn't mean Quadir and Jarrell are cool letting their best friend Steph's music lie forgotten under his bed after he's murdered. Not when his rhymes could turn any Bed-Stuy corner into a party. Not after years of having each other's backs. So here they're navigating one of their friends' murders, which always has great topics. Reminds me of Dear Martin, reminds me of Angie Thomas and some of the other really important work coming out right now. So I didn't grow up in a community like this, so I really appreciate being exposed to student and other people's lives who are different than mine, that kind of help me understand the realities of the world a little better. So I'm excited to check into this one. It is prose. I can never remember who writes in the lyrics and who writes in prose. I also got My Puppy Has a Motorcycle. I've heard a lot about this one at the time last year. I have not read it yet, can you believe it? I probably should just stop this and read it, but I'm not going to. I did have a chance to meet Isabel Quintero and Zeki Pena at the Texas Book Festival this year, so I was really excited to meet them, and I got my book signed. This is just another great tie into our Latin community. I have some really good friends who ride motorcycles, and building off of that stereotype as well. And then just again celebrating dads, celebrating our family structure, and all of those wonderful things for kids. I'm excited for them to see themselves in the books that they identify with. So I'm excited to read this and then get it in at school. And the last book that I got was Vamos! Let's Go to the Market. This one is by Raul III. I did get to meet him at the Texas Book Festival last year as well, and I believe it was November. This is a bilingual picture book, but it's not like you think. They don't have two different paragraphs. They just integrate the Spanish into the English. But then they also have this really neat piece where in the pictures they are identifying and showing you lots of vocabulary, and they do it in this book. They have a lot of labels for Spanish, and I have tried to be bilingual in Spanish since I was in the 7th grade. I'm doing much better. I just got back from Mexico and was able to talk in my Spanish quite a bit, and I got some good feedback. So it's not perfect yet, but I feel so gracious that so many of the Mexican locals were able to allow me to practice my Spanish and speak with them. They were so great. It was truly amazing to be there. I wish I could have stayed longer. I feel like my bilingualism would have grown tremendously if I had just been able to stay a couple of months. So anyway, friends, those are the books that I got with, again, a $25 donation and a $50 donation that FirstBook got to their subscribers or their teachers as well. If you're a teacher at a Title I school, it is an amazing program, and I highly suggest that you sign up. It is free. And if you don't teach at a Title I, still their newsletter always has really great book recommendations. They do push a lot of diverse books, both in the authors and the students who are portrayed in the story. So it's a fabulous company. I've been able to meet with some of the top executives through my work at the National Council of Teachers of English, and I highly suggest it. So if you have any questions or comments about the books that I have here, please feel free to drop a question or comment. Make sure that you click a like if you liked some of the books that you saw. Let me know which ones I should read first. Although I have read more of these than usual hauls. But anyway, I hope you guys are staying safe and doing well, and I'll see you in the next video.